starting to look a lot different than what it did a few weeks ago. I think you guys are gonna start seeing me in the space a little bit more here in the next couple of months. What is going on, friends? Welcome back to the Honeystead. My name is Kaylee, and I want to show you what my husband and my family have been working on for the last couple of, well, I mean, this project has been a good bit in the making, but for the last couple of weeks, the main goal has been to get these walls up in this processing room, and that's what this space is going to be. It's going to be a communal processing room. Now, I have shared that in the last, I don't even know how many videos ago, let's just say like 1.5-ish, I've shared that my family has been building a house right next to us, and my mom and my dad and my grandma, well, it's officially done. They're in, they are comfy, they're making their place at home. I'm actually sneaking over there and like doing like mini photo sessions in her kitchen because it's absolutely to die for. And we've been laughing and joking because we've been seeing these reels come through where people are like, what's it like living on a family compound? And you open up your refrigerator, and if you're out of eggs, then you just hop in your side by side and run over. I have absolutely done that already since they've been living here. But as you guys know, like, my mom has been a huge part of a lot of my videos, and she had to take a pause on filming because honestly, it is a lot to build a house. It is also a lot to be a caregiver. It's a lot to be, you know, all the things. And I was like, we can 100% put the camera down, and when you're ready, we'll pick it back up and we can document and do the things. So just to give you a little like what's to come, I would say maybe by spring, they're gonna be settled in enough that it's just going to be easier to pick up the camera. But right now, we're good. And in the meantime, there's been many projects that I've been also working on outside of the things with the family. But this space is going to be a huge portion of what I'm excited to do in the future. And it is going to be a processing area. We're gonna be canning. As the garden grows and we're starting to preserve food, this is going to be the communal canning area. As you know, the animals that we're raising, you know, once it comes time to processing, we're gonna do like the majority of the processing out there, but when it comes to packaging and making things, it's gonna be in here. I think the other thing that I'm excited about is that this might one day, and I'm just gonna say this because I have a dream, like I have a goal for what I would love for this space to also be, but I've wanted a dairy cow for a while, but I want one, but I don't. Like, I keep going back and forth. I'm not in the season right now, but when I am in the season to be able to say like yes to my dairy cow, I want to learn how to make cheese. And a good friend of mine just wrote a book about cheese making, and I went ahead and pre-ordered it. It's not available yet, but I'm gonna share that with you guys when the book comes in. Just because like I've made some cheese, but I just wanna learn. So that is a goal. We're gonna make cheese. I wanna make pasta. I want to, yes, I eat pasta. I wanna be able to do so much, and I want to cook, like, and I want to share that with you guys because I don't, and I need to. And so I have an idea, but I'm not ready to announce it yet. So I guess we're gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger for right now. But in the future, there might be something coming. Next weekend, we have some family and our close friends that are gonna be coming here to help process some of our pigs that we've been raising. Now, I probably won't document the whole thing. I think there are plenty of channels out there that offer that, and that's more, you know, that's more their vibe on sharing. I've shared, because I have a lot of people that ask, like, is it easy to process your own animals? No. If it was easy, I think I'd be a little twisted. But I look at it in a different light. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, this is what I'm doing to be able to support my family. And this is what I'm doing to be able to give them the very best, because I know the life that my animals lived and I know what they ate. And that's just part of our homestead life. Now, I will share, I'm gonna learn how to make scrapple. I've never made scrapple by myself. I think the last time I did, I was a kid. So I'm kind of pumped about that. I am also going to be more than likely running the meat grinder, as well as I'm very pumped about having a making my own sausage, my own sausage links. So I will be sharing some of that. We're gonna mix some herbs in there, some seasoning, and yes, I'll definitely share that story. But I will have my camera going. I don't know if I'm gonna have a video out next Sunday, unless I can film something in the meantime and then put it out for next Sunday, which I might end up doing, mainly because the whole weekend is going to basically be that. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But yeah, I wanted to share this space with you guys. You will start seeing it more throughout the season, and part of this communal grounds that I'm excited to share and to document, because there's going to be a whole lot more. And yeah, I'm excited. Doesn't feel like it's really happening. So, all right, let's go to the apothecary. I have to finish this mustard because we need it for this coming weekend. I have come up here every day to turn my mustard seed upside down. And if you guys missed my last video where we set it up, I can kind of put a little bit of a clip and just briefly explain what we did. So I took the mustard seed, I put it in my mason jar, and I filled it with apple cider vinegar. Now, I know that there are multiple different ways that you could actually ferment your mustard seed. I just prefer to simply use apple cider vinegar, but the mustard seed soaked up all of the apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna try not to make a big mess, but you guys know that I tend to do that. So, you know, I'm gonna accept and acknowledge that that's just what I do sometimes. Now, I do this a good bit throughout the year, and we use this for multiple different things. I actually love making it into a salad dressing. I love making it into like a binder when we are smoking our meat and cooking with it. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. I also love to eat it with like some of our farm fresh eggs. Add a little bit of cayenne. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is probably divide this into 2 containers, because once I start to pulverize this and blend it up with my immersion blender, we're definitely going to make a mess. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and pour this in a larger jar to not make a huge mess. We're gonna try, okay? I'm definitely going to try. So bear with me. And then I'll save this jar because I will divvy it out. Now, all of the mustard seed, so the mustard seed soaked up the apple cider vinegar, and it did soften it up a little bit. And And I had a couple of questions about like what type of mustard seed. I think this is just regular brown mustard seed. And I bought this from, I think Anthony's, I believe is where I got this from. And you can buy it in bulk. I still have a good bit left. But again, like I do very much love, I do really like to make my own. So I do this a couple of times a year. But this has been sitting for 7 days in a cool, dark space. I've shaken it once a day. Try to get all the good bits. I don't know if I'm gonna get it all, but we're gonna try. Because sometimes these little mustard seed balls can come flying at you full force right to your eye. You either want to wear eye protection or you want to just grab your towel and just kind of hold it over the top to not get impaled by mustard seed, which is what I just almost did. So we're going to blend up as much as possible. I might need to add a little bit more apple cider vinegar in all honesty, because it's a little thick. Okay, it's definitely thick. I'm gonna have to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, which means I'm running over to my mom's house really quick to go grab some apple cider vinegar. So, family compound, this is what's nice. We're just gonna go hijack her kitchen. Come on. I'm loving this communal living. Now I added a little bit more apple cider to this as well, and it's very tangy. Woo! Ah, that apple cider. It needs some honey. I'm going to go ahead and probably add about that much honey. I might do it in sections and then blend it down. This really does get better over time. Strong, a little bit strong, but delicious. I hope this isn't, oh, I'm asking for a mess. Let's redo this, hold on. I hope it's not so cold that it can, oh no. The only thing that's bad about honey is when it gets, oh no, when it gets cold. That's not gonna work. So my honey has pretty much solidified to a solid brick because it is so cold here. And so it's not gonna pour out. So I think I'm going to scoop it, maybe. Let's see. Oh no! Still a solid brick, literally, still a solid brick. Okay, all right. This is just why I make big messes. I gotta get a paddle, a wooden spatula thingy. I did not make a huge mess with the honey, so that at least makes me feel really good. So, wow, this is gonna be interesting. You guys, that's pretty good. I didn't make a mess. All right. I feel like I'm winning at life. Let's do this again. When the honey gets hard, or when the honey gets cold, what happens is it crystallizes. And when that happens, it's not bad. It is very still good. What I like to do is set it in a sunny window, you know, in a container, and just let the sunlight kind of warm it back up. But when it gets cold like that, it makes it almost impossible to pour. So that is why I'm having to scoop it out like this. But these little things, best thrift store find ever. I think I put it out there, I didn't know what they were called, but somebody said it was like a spattle or something. Seriously, the best thing ever. So I think what we're gonna do is start there and then do the immersion blender for the rest. Let's go. All right, now with this, you can adjust the sweetness however much you would like. I think I'm going to start here. It's really good. Man, that's delicious. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite. Yeah, you can definitely add as much sweetness as you would like. I like it just enough to where it has that leftover sweetness, but then you still taste that tangy, the tanginess from the apple cider vinegar, and then the mustard seed have a hint of heat, if that kind of makes any sense. But if I make it too sweet, I'm not going to enjoy it as much. So just enough. And the other thing that I'll do is go ahead and flip it a good few times. This is really going to let all of this just completely combine, all of the flavor to completely combine. And if you want to make this into a salad dressing, one of the other things that I would recommend is combining a little bit of this with some olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice. Maybe if you have some rosemary, you can chop up some rosemary or some sage, mix it all together. This is absolutely delicious. I hope that you guys enjoyed making mustard with me, and then also talking about what we have going on in the future up in our barn shop and in our processing room. We're going to be doing a lot. And just to kind of also share, we are even considering, I have an idea about possibly doing another YouTube channel. And I am not going to stop what I'm doing here. We're still going to do bees. We're still going to do the things. We're still going to do herbalism and talk and laugh together. But I have a vision for something else that I want to share with you guys. So just letting you know, like, what might be happening in the future. I don't quite know when, but it's something that's been on my heart. So as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys. Oh, and store this inside the refrigerator. This is gonna last a good long time. I'm gonna be divvying it out between the family compounds and making sure that everybody gets their own fair share. But this is gonna last for a while. I think my last mustard that I made, it was about a year. So, but the goal is to go through it because it's delicious and just make more.